Welcome back. Welcome back to our online class. So last class we discussed the fifth chapter, the summit within. So here we are continuing the part 2. That is, we stopped in the middle of the chapter. Okay, let's start from here. Page number 77. Glimpsing a peak in the distance, I get transported to another world. I experience a change within myself, which can only be called mystical. Mystical means spiritual. So by climbing the mountain, he changed himself, and there was a change in a spiritual change in his mind. By its beauty, aloofness. Aloofness means from a distance, far from a distance, within view. Might, the power, strength. Ruggedness. Ruggedness means rough. And the difficulties encountered on the way, the peak draws me to it, as Everest did. So the beauty of the Everest, its distance, it's far from the distance, and its strength, its roughness, and all the difficulties encountered during the way, everything pulled him towards the Everest. It is a challenge that is difficult to resist. It is a challenge to climb the mountain. It's difficult to resist that challenge. Looking back, I find that I have not yet fully explained why I climbed Everest. It is like answering a question: why you breathe? Why do you help your neighbor? Why do you want to do good acts? There is no final answer possible. So looking back, there was no correct answer. Why do you climb the Everest? Because it is asking like that, why are you breathe? Why do you help your neighbor? Why do you want to do good acts? So there will not be a final answer for these whole questions. And then there is the fact that Everest is not just a physical climb. The man who has been to the mountain top becomes conscious in a special manner of his own smallness in this large universe. So when you climb the Mount Everest, then when you physically climb the Mount Everest, you will understand that it's not what's a special. It's a very special manner. You will understand that one, that you are how small we are in this large universe. The physical conquest of a mountain is only one part of the achievement. There is more to it than that. So physical achievement is a small part of it. We have more to learn from that. It is followed by a sense of fulfillment, happiness. There is the satisfaction of deep urge to rise above one's surroundings. So we have the urge to rise above one's own surroundings. The deep urge from our heart. We are feeling a deep feeling from our heart that we want to come above the surroundings. It is the eternal love for an adventure in man. The experience is not merely physical, it is emotional, it is spiritual. Consider a typical climb towards the summit on the last heights. So you consider the climb to the summit, into its last heights. You are sharing a rope with another climber. You famine make your firm. He cuts the steps in the hard ice. Then he belays means fixes a rope. Belays, and you inch your way up. The climb is grim. You strain every nerve as you take every step. Famous climbers have left records of the help given by others. So you are getting help. Both two members are there, means you and your partner both together can climb. That only it's there. So most of the famous climbers have written records of the help they got from other members. They have also recorded how they needed just that help, how much they needed that help from their partner when they are climbing the mountain. Else they might have given up. If they didn't get that help, they might have given up that job. Breathing is difficult. You curse yourself for having let yourself in for this. You will difficult to breathe, and you will curse yourself. Why should I climb it? Why should I climb it? You wonder why you ever undertook this ascent. Ascent means climb. You will wonder why I take this one. Why I start this climb. There are moments when you feel like going back. When that time you will feel like you wanted to go back. It would be sheer relief to go down instead of up. So if you think that one, yes, if I go down, I will get relief instead going up. But almost at once you snap out of that mood, you will recover from that mood. There is something in you that does not let you give up the struggle. So something in our mind that will let you not give up the struggle. And you go on. Your companion keeps up with you, and then you are going on, and your companion also coming up with you. Just another 50 or 100 maybe. Just 50 feet or 100 feet you will reach. You ask yourself, is there no end? You look at your companion and he looks at you. You draw inspiration from each other, and then without first being aware of it, you are at the summit. So that was the greatest thing, great effort you are going to do to climb the mountain. It's a very difficult one. Sometimes you feel we want to go back. You look at each other and you will take inspiration from both of you. You will look at your partner and your partner look at you, and you both take inspiration from each other. And you will think it's just 50 feet or 100 feet, some more. Then finally, without knowing, you will reach the summit. Looking around from the summit, you tell yourself that it was worthwhile. It's beautiful, swallowing thing. Other silvery peaks appear through the clouds. The white colored peaks are appearing through the clouds. If you are lucky, the sun may be on them. If you are lucky, if the sun is there, you are very lucky. The surrounding peaks look like a jeweled necklace around the neck of your summit. So in which summit you are there? Surrounding so many summits you can see, so many peaks you can see, so many mountains you can see. They all are glistening by the sun, and it is look like a necklace around your summit. That means where you are standing, around it you can see it is like a necklace. Below you see vast valleys sloping into the distance. Vast valleys are the deep valleys sloping into the distance. It is an ennobling. Ennobling means to feel honor. Ennobling, enriching, adds value to value, enriching experience to just look down from the summit of a mountain. You bow down and make your obeisance to whichever god you worship. Obeisance means make your obeisance means show your obedience or submission. So you will show your obedience to the god, whichever the god you are worshipping. I left on Everest a picture of Guru Nanak. Rawat left a picture of goddess Durga. Fu Dorji left a relic of the Buddha. Edmund Hillary had buried a cross under a cane. Cane means a heap of rocks and stones in the snow. These are not symbols of conquest but of reverence. Reverence means respect to the god. You can see the picture there, the author and Fu Dorji on the summit of Mount Everest. You can see that picture. The experience of having climbed to the summit changes you completely. There is another summit. The experience will change you completely. There is another summit. What is the summit? It is within yourself. It is in your own mind. Each man carries within himself his own mountain peak. Everyone has a mountain peak inside you. That means our mind. You have to conquer it. He must climb it to reach to a fuller knowledge of himself. You should conquer your mind. Then only you will get a complete knowledge of yourself. It is fearful and unscalable. It's very fearful, unscalable, cannot be scaled, cannot be counted, cannot be measured. It cannot be climbed by anyone else. You yourself have to do it. The summit inside you cannot be climbed by anyone else. You yourself have to do it. You should climb. You should control your mind. The physical act of climbing to the summit of a mountain outside is akin to the act of climbing the mountain within. Akin means similar. So the physical act, you are climbing the mountain outside. The mountain, when you are climbing a mountain, it is similar. The act, how difficult it is to climb an Everest or climb the mountain, climb a summit. That much difficult thing is that to climb a mountain within, to climb our summit within. The effects of both the climbs are the same. Whether the mountain you climb is physical or emotional and spiritual, the climb will certainly change you. It teaches you much about the world and about yourself. So when you're climbing the Mount Everest, you can understand how small you are. When you're the difficulties how you face, you can understand. When you're facing the difficulties, you can understand how small creature we are. The same way when you're climbing the summit within, that means when you're controlling our own mind, when you learn ourselves, we'll understand that how we are, what we are. We'll understand everything about it. It teaches you much about the world and about ourselves. I venture to think that my experience as an Everester has provided me with the inspiration to face life's ordeals resolutely. Ordeals means painful experiences. Resolutely means with a determination or firmness. Climbing the mountain was a worthwhile experience. The conquest of the internal summit is equally worthwhile. The internal summits are perhaps higher than Everest. So to climb a mountain is very hard. It's like that. It is very difficult to climb our own summit within. So this is the story. It was not by HPS Aluvalia. So here we are winding up this one. We will continue the works here. It's the that we can take in another class. So we are winding up the class here. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Bye.